celebrating women in business. And I chose a couple of local ladies that I really wanted to highlight and I really wanted to talk about because I feel like women in business are doing so much, especially in our communities. And so I wanted to highlight women and bring some awareness to their businesses. And of course, I have a special guest here with me today, and she is going to talk to you guys a little bit more about her products. But before we do that, I want you guys to like and share this video with anybody that may be in business, any future entrepreneurs, or anybody that you know may be pursuing a business. Because I feel like they're going to learn something from this podcast tonight, or get some information that they may not have known, or maybe just give them some encouragement as they dig into their woman-owned business. Me and you guys can come too, but this is about the ladies tonight. So make sure you guys like, share this video with a friend, and we're going to get right into this thing. So tonight we have here Miss Treicia Armstrong, and she is a local business owner here in Tulsa, and she has some wonderful products she wants to tell you guys about, some natural products, some skincare products, and she'll tell you more about that. I don't want to butcher anything she has because I know it's going to be fabulous, and I'll let her get right into it. Go ahead, sis, and introduce them to yourself and tell them a little bit about your business.
Hey, my real name is LaTreicia, but no one calls me that. I'm except for my mom. So people call me Treicia. I started this business 3 years ago, but I've been making organic skincare, which is what my business does, for 15 years now. So Luxurious Turquoise Sun is the name of my business. This is our previous logo, which is oops. Oh, we won't even do it. The lighting. Okay, well, anyways, that is actually the logo that's on there is actually the logo that we previously used. We're actually rebranding for this logo. It's a sun and a lady. I love that, and also other so do other people. Our rebranding also will include instead of having plastic, we'll have glass and bamboo. So the top will be bamboo and the bottom will be glass because we are trying to be more luxury. We want to be able to make it where people can use like the jar again too, because I just realized how much I enjoy being able to have something like something nice like this that I can reuse. So I figured that would be a good selling point for the business. So I started my business because my daughter had an outbreak at 3 months. She's now 5, sorry. And I started making, I did research to find the stuff for body butter. So this body butter is called Whip Body Gold. And the reason why is because you can literally use it for everything. I use this for her eczema. My ex-husband uses it for his psoriasis. My grandmother uses it. She has diabetes, so her skin is kind of not really dry, but more frail. And this helps because it literally, so it has vitamin E in it. It's a powder that's in there. The powder that's in there also makes it where, even though this has a lot of butters and oils in it, because it has 4 oils and 4 butters, some of them are heavy oils like that would normally sit on top of your skin. So that powder is in there to make sure it goes in your skin. Also, it makes it really healthy for your skin because vitamin E is something that your skin needs to regenerate itself. So I use this as Neosporin. I use it in my daughter, like my daughter's hair. She was bald for like ever. She was 2 or 3. I started using that in her hair every day, and it just started growing. It's so long now. I make a Yanni oil. I make a body polish, which I'll actually show you. So the body polish, it looks dry, but whenever you order, like I actually put extra oil in it because I use this sometimes after I get out of the bath. Like after I'll take a bath, I'll use it, and then I won't use lotion as I get out. I just dry and then just rub the rest of the oil in my skin and just go. So this is some good for like if you're always in the rush and you usually have ashy skin because you're in the rush. This would be something good for you.
Ooh, that'll be good for the winter time too. With all
Right.
the
Body butter
yes.
too. The body butter is like literally, I'm like, yes. Then this lotion that I have is also a organic lotion. It has goat milk, aloe vera, and hemp oil in it. Those are like the 3 main ingredients. You can use it on your face, so it's light enough to use on your face. It will last over 24 hours. Then I do Yanni steams. I'm a natural herbalist, so yeah, I made sure to add that in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know you said that you struggled with your daughter with some eczema, and it kind of promoted you into getting the natural skin products going, and that's really good. I think the with the eczema, so many things that you try, especially me. I know my daughter struggled with that, and I didn't know what to use. I wish I would have knew about your products. I tried to
Right.
use like those. I think I used like a vino and all those other oatmeal things, and they would do
Yeah.
nothing but dry her skin out even more than what it already was. And I just, I looked everywhere. So I think this will be a good solution for especially moms out there who's searching for, something for their kids, especially going into the wintertime. You know what I mean? With all this dry weather. What'd you
You
say?
can
Go ahead.
also use this as a for babies. You can also use it as diaper rash cream. So yes, it's
Ooh,
literally so.
see?
Everything is organic. There's no smells in it. I do have smells to put in it if people prefer, whether that's essential oils or like fragrance smells. But I wanted to target people that have sensitive skin. So smells is not really good for people that have sensitive skin. While I was doing research actually to find out about what to put in the butter, I found out that eczema is actually allergy induced. So it's kind of easy to get it together mostly, but still, you still need a moisturizer because like mine is totally under control. Like I used to have it really bad right here, really bad on my back, and even though I made this only 3 years ago, I've been making skincare for 50 years. So,
Oh,
like,
wow.
because I'm super natural and hippie. If there is a natural alternative, I'm going to use it because like what they normally use for eczema, what the doctor prescribes is actually a steroid. And I recently just found out that you can actually get there's actually a rash that that steroid can cause like after you use it for so long. So
Hmm.
that's the other thing. You can't like this is not going to do anything but help your skin. That's it. It's not going. It's going to make your skin better. You're going to see difference in the dark spots, a difference in literally my skin used to be horrible, but
And
it's
now it's
amazing.
glowing, literally glowing. I can see it's glowing. And I just want to switch gears here just for a second here. I know we talked about, well, I asked you a couple questions before we started, but I really want to know, like, as a business owner, I know it's a lot of women that are trying to dive into business, and I'm not even saying trying, but I feel like Black women are the highest growing from the research that I did
They
business
are.
owners in America right now. So we are starting business at a very, very high rate right now, and they're jumping into it. So what advice or what thoughts would you give women who are starting fresh or just getting their business started? What advice would you give to them?
I would say whenever I first started out, the best thing for me was the networking. So I actually
Mm.
signed up for this group here that's called Black Women's Business Owners of Tulsa, and they do a lot of things at 36 Degree North. And
Hmm.
basically where they teach you literally, you can. I think they just did one for taxes. I haven't been to any in a while, but I just being around those people because another thing is that everybody that's in it is a business owner, so they can only like free game is free game. Like if someone's willing to
Right.
give you free game, definitely take it. That is the best thing that I learned. Actually, I just took a class for then that's another thing. If there's a business class that's free, take it. You can like whatever you learn is invaluable. Actually, in this class, it wasn't just about what I learned because I like we only did a business plan there, which is important. So that is also something that you should make sure that you have solid. If your business plan is solid, then you know where you're going and you know when you're getting off track. So that way you can refocus and be like, okay, well, I need to go back because this is where I was going, but that's not where I'm going. So let's
Yes.
see what I need to do.
Yeah. I like that. I like what you said about a solid business plan because, like, for me, I'm a little ADHD, right, y'all? So I'm like all over the place, and I know people can relate when they get busy. It's just so many things, and you look at all these different streams of income that could come into your business, and you just start doing all type of stuff. You become a jack of all trades or a Jane of all trades and a master of none. And I remember being in that place where I was all over the place, and honestly, I probably still am a lot. But once I got my business plan solid and I got a plan, I got a strategy in place because a business strategy is also good because you can have a plan all day, but without a strategy of how you're going to complete that plan and actually have sources of income and say, hey, this is making me money, so let's do this more. When I started to put my strategy in place, I think that's when things started to catapult for me and skyrocket. And and I really began to gain customers and gain following and gain a sustainable income for myself and for my business. And it's been incredible. So I like what you said about a business plan. So in building your business plan and getting everything off the ground, what are some obstacles that you have faced as a business owner? Like, what are some things that you like, oh, I won't do that again, or I would do that again, or what can you tell people as far as obstacles go?
So honestly, I spent a lot of money on a lot of different business courses whenever I first started out. And what I mean by that, it wasn't a lot of like each one wasn't a lot. Actually, they were kind of cheap, but I like literally in my first year, I think it was, I ended up doing like, the yearly thing. And I'm like, hey, I've been paid this much for business courses. And yeah, I did get like now but it took me a long time to absorb the information because I did so many and there's just no way that I would have been able to absorb it in the way that I have now. Like right now, because of all of that, yeah, it was valuable. But I would say like you find somebody, like if you decide to do business courses, find somebody that is like looking for exactly what you are doing, or you notice, okay, this is what I have issue with, so this person would be good. Definitely do that because I'm not gonna say it's a waste of money, but you can end up wasting money because some of it is not really what you are trying to do.
Right.
I did like a direct sales business course class, and like that really wasn't what I do because technically business like direct sales would have been like Avon type of thing, which I plan on. That's where I'm evolving, but that's not where I was at the
Right. Right. Right.
time. So I would
Yeah.
say definitely pay attention to the little things that you decide to spend money for your business. And it's important that you do put money into your business, but just know that that whatever it is, it's invaluable to your business because otherwise you just look at it and like, wow, I spent all that money.
Right. 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 I totally agree with that. I don't know how many times I wasted money and time going to random events and just kind of spread myself thin that didn't have anything to do with my craft or what the goals. And I think that goes back to my business plan and your business goals is like,
Yeah.
what am I trying to accomplish by going to this meeting or to this brunch or to this setting or to this outing? Or what am I doing for taking these courses or whatever? It really has to align with the purpose and the mission of your business. And when you find things that don't align or don't achieve that goal, you'll be able to say no instead of just saying yes, 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 yes to everything. You can pick
Yeah.
and choose what works for you, and that time, which is also very invaluable, won't be as wasted. Because I mean, you can waste money and then you can waste a lot of time too. And with me, I'm like, babysitters is not cheap, and I ain't got time to
Hey,
be running all over town getting babysitters to do stuff that's not producing for my business or for my company. You get what I'm saying? And I
no,
don't know how many times I ran up a check at a daycare and I go to an event and I'm like, girl, the food was good, but what did you learn?
no,
What
really.
did you get out of all of that? And so if I'm not being motivated in some type of way or it's not directly pouring into my business, I try to avoid, outings that cost me money. You know what I mean?
Yep,
So yeah, that's
I
real good.
totally
I like
agree.
that.
Oh,
Mhm.
and never give up. That's a hard thing too because you go into a business because like I already knew everything about the skincare part of what I do, but I really didn't know a whole lot about the business part. But I was good with money. That's another thing. Being good with money is a good like the best thing because then you know that you're not just like I said, like I was doing at the beginning, just wasting money.
Right. Right, 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 right. So I know that we talked a little bit about you talked about your skincare line and all the different things that you're doing. Do you do anything in the community or have you done any events or anything in the community that you could recommend or that you've enjoyed of doing with your business?
So, let's see. The best vendor show that I ever had actually was at Creative Suites, which is it's
Oh,
actually
I
a black,
love them. I know
yeah, it's
them.
a black
Yes.
owned place, and that was
Mhm.
the best vendor show I ever had because there wasn't. Oh, and this is actually another thing. That's another thing that I've messed up with. So I would go to a vendor shows. I paid like actually I think that was the cheapest one I ever did, but I sold the most stuff at that one. And the reason why is because you think, oh, okay, well, it's going to be a lot of people at this event. Let me do this. But another thing is that there's a lot of people at this event, so they're probably going to have a lot of vendors, which means that they have a lot of choices, which means that they might not make it to you. But if you go to one where you know there's less people, then and another thing is you get like a personable back and forth with the people that come up to you because everybody's going to come up to you because there's like instead of having like 25 vendors, there's like only five. So they're going to ask questions about everybody and then you can be still. And then you never know. You might not make a sale by, talking to that person, but you might be able to make a referral by that, which is literally how my business is still a business. So
Wow. Yeah, that's so true. Referrals, referrals, referrals. Those are so good. And people think that referrals are invaluable, but they are literally the most valuable. Even if you don't buy a product, but if you refer someone who does, you still, ultimately through that person, you help me out more by just, walking away or not stopping at all. So that's still a win when you get a referral. Definitely. I like that idea. And I know that it's a lot of women owned businesses in a community, and sometimes people,
oh,
compete
I
with
know
each
what
other.
you said.
Can you hear me still?
Yep. There was something that you said that I forgot to answer.
Oh
So
yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't actually do I don't do like events for my business because I'm not at the point where I can do that. But there is a nonprofit here in Tulsa that is called Roots. And what they do is help the homeless in Oklahoma. I mean, in Tulsa. So what I do is for every dollar of what I sell, I donate that to them.
Oh,
My
okay.
bigger thing is to be able to one day, because the whole point of this was like the lady that came up with the nonprofit route, she came up with it because she used to be in a shelter, and there wasn't really a good rapport with the people there. So she wanted to be able to give that to them, like have better um, interactions. So she's like, I want to be able to help people and not make them feel like, they failed at life. And so
Right,
I think
right.
that's a great thing because homelessness in Oklahoma is, huge. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good. And what was the name of the organization
it's
again?
called Root,
Okay.
ROOT. I mean, it's actually has dots, the acronym.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. No problem. That's good. I can't remember what I was saying before, but
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I can go back to it. But what I was thinking too with the roots or businesses like that donate into the community, I think that's good. Especially that you giving your skincare products, because honestly, it's just not a lot of products for people of color, women of color, or when you go into those shelters and you in those situations, they have like kind of like the basic stuff, and it's sometimes maybe harsh on your skin. And the
Right.
last thing you're thinking about as a homeless person is what kind of skincare I'm going to get. You know what I mean? You're just trying to
Yeah.
survive. So I think
Grateful.
that that's really good that you're doing that for the women, or whoever may come into that situation. I don't know if it's women directed, but if they do come into homelessness and they're able to use your products, I think that's really good, because I've been in a situation growing up where I was in a domestic violence shelter. And I remember as a kid being in that shelter and just not having the right supplies, and running
Yeah.
across stuff for people of color was like even more rare than even having a good soap. And so for that to happen, I'm sure people's like, oh wow, I know this is like something they probably donated, because that's something the shelters wouldn't have. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad you're doing that in the community and helping.
Thank you.
And but anyway, well, go ahead. But what I also wanted to say is that there are so many women-owned businesses, and people get into this thing of competition with each other. When it comes to like building up people and building up other women that are business owners, what do you think about building up other women and the idea of competition, or maybe just all trying to get to one certain goal? What are your thoughts when it comes to that?
That there's enough money for all of us, because
Yes.
there's a lot of skincare places, but for one, there's so many different things about this. But so the main thing that I will say is that there is enough money for everybody. The second thing is that like, let's say there are people that have skincare, but there are not people, like not everybody's skincare is for sensitive skin people, and a lot of them have a lot of different colors and stuff that would make basically like where they're not even competition at all. And sometimes you just have to see like what are you like. Yes, there might be a lot of skincare, but there's also a lot of bread, and they keep on making money. So what is
Right.
competition for
Exactly.
real? Like really, what would be the best is for us to be able to be secure and confident enough in ourselves and what we are good at, because every single person that's entrepreneur, especially women, they have specific things that they're really really good at. So we added all of those things together, like having a networking event with somebody that knows these amount of people that can help these people find contracts for their business or whatever it may be. We never have to compete, really. It's just
Right.
about what you want, like what you want to focus on. You should only be competing with you.
Absolutely.
Like if because whenever I first started, my business wasn't even looking as good as it looks, or even what my brand, like even rebranding is literally 90 days.
Right.
Did not start off like this.
Right, exactly. That's so good. So you just need time to develop and grow. And like I don't think you should compare your day one to somebody else's year, year 20 or year 10 or year 5 or whatever. Everybody's moving at their own pace. So yeah, I like that idea. And with as a business owner, this will be my last question.
Okay.
What is one thing or something that you love about being a business owner? Like what is your favorite thing about being able to run a business and being an entrepreneur and being on this side? Um,
So for this specific business, what I like about this is that, so like you was talking about the homeless, so I before that lady had her own business, she was working at a homeless place for women. So for Valentine's Day, I decided to do a spa day for them with all of my
Oh,
products.
really? Wow.
So this lady brought her baby, and she's like, she gets diaper rashes all the time. And I'm like, this is so great. I get to help somebody. And that's literally what makes me feel good is whenever I get feedback from customers or people that use my stuff. 'Cause, like she said that she had tried all of, the AD, I forgot what the white one is called, something else. Even the doctor prescribed something specifically for those rashes for a baby, and she still would get them all the time. She tried my
Wow.
stuff. I gave her a sample of my stuff at the spa day, and she's just like, "It is so great." She has good outreach. I'm like, "That's great for me. Like that's what makes me feel good to be able to help other people because that
Wow.
was like whenever it comes to products or services, that's usually what the purpose is to help people. So
Right.
I
Exactly.
enjoy that.
That's good. I like that because it is true though. Like when your skin is feeling beautiful and glowing, you feel better personally, and it's just like a self-esteem boost for so many women. And then being able to help that baby. Because when your kids are feeling good, you feel good that you're able to help your kids too. So definitely a way to give back and get into the community and do that work. So that's good. I think, and as I think about women in business and getting on this side of the coin, I call it this side of the coin, the entrepreneur coin. It is hard. It's not easy. It's definitely a challenge, but it's the freedom of being able to do things that you love, essentially. You know what I mean? And sometimes, when I worked in corporate America, I didn't have that freedom. I had to do whatever they told me to in order to keep a job and to keep a paycheck coming in. I had to do what was told, and everything was mandated down to me and told to do. And so it kind of stifles your creativity and what you can do personally for yourself. It's kind of like you just following orders, and then whoever follows the orders the best, they get the promotion or they get the most money or
Yeah.
they get the most praise. But when you're an entrepreneur and you're doing things that you love, you move at your own pace, you move at your own beat. Obviously, you want to move fast, you want to move correctly because you want to make some money. You want to ultimately be able to bring in sustainable income, and then go on to make lucrative income and leave legacy for your children and stuff. So, but at the end of the day, I think the basicness of this for me was to do something that I loved, and not only do something I love, but also gain income and build legacy at the same time. So it's just been incredible being on this side of the coin. And I know you talked a lot about that as too. That's all my time, but I really appreciate you so much for coming on
Thank you.
here. And I hope I can try some of your products. I want to go on your website. Do you have a website?
Yes.
Tell us where we can find you. Tell us
So
where we can get everything from.
my website is www.luxuriousturquoisesun.com. And then I have an Instagram. It is luxurious.turquoise.sun. And then I also have a Facebook, which is, the www.facebook/luxuriousturquoisesun.com.
All right. So,
I post on all of those, and I actually, after we get done with this, I'm actually going to put a what is it called, a promo code for this. So
oh, okay, great.
for
Yes.
yes,
Y'all hear that? It's a promo code coming. So
so
y'all
you
need
can
to go
save
buy
some
some
money.
products. So whenever you get that up, we'll definitely share it to our page and everything so everybody can go and purchase from her. So ladies, I want you guys to make sure y'all go over to her website, go over to all her pages. I'll list them below in the comments so you guys can go all of that and support her and purchase some items. Okay. Don't just be looking. I want y'all to buy. Okay.
Yes,
Don't
and
just
your
go over
skin
there
is
and look.
gonna
I
love
want you
you
to
for it.
purchase. Yes, add to cart. It's an add to cart kind of day. Okay. So y'all go over there and add to cart, get in her DMs, get under her messages, get in the comments, And please purchase and support small businesses, because everything truly counts when it's a small business. It's not like a major corporation where we don't have a name or a face. This is a face. It's a beautiful one. And I want you guys to go over there and support her and support her business, because it's good, and keep this woman owned business in business. Okay. So, but I'll
I
be
thank
back
you
next
for your
week.
time.
Of
Thank you
course.
for
I'm so glad you
allowing
came on
me.
here. I've been trying to get this going, y'all, forever. And I just been life comes and things happen, but we finally got her on here, and I'm so happy we got her on here. And I'm so happy for her to be able to share her products, because they are truly helping, especially going into this cold season. My skin is so dry, y'all. Like, oh my God. Girl, like my skin gets so dry during the winter. It's like a combination skin. So in the summer, it's super oily, and then I get over here, and then I'm just like a desert. So I'm definitely going to be getting some of your products, and I want to try them. I want to bring them into my group. I want everybody to try them. So everybody who's listening to the podcast tonight, y'all purchase something. It's an add to cart kind of day. I already said that, but I really mean it. If you want to put your money where your mouth is, today is a good day to do that and support this women-owned business. So do you have any last things you want to tell or share with the viewers today?
I did, but I forgot.
You did?
Oh, no, no, no. Nope, I did forget. Wow, he just disappeared again. Okay, it's okay. It wasn't meant
It's
to be.
okay.
But yeah, so
Well,
the promo code will be on my Instagram and my Facebook. And I will leave it valid for like 3 or 4 days. So and if you have, oh, that's what it was. If you have any questions about your skin, because I do know a lot about skin because I've been dealing with it for a while, you can ask me. I'm actually willing to answer questions about your skin for free. Even
awesome.
there's a chat on my website, or you can directly go to my business pages, either one, and DM me.
Awesome. All right, y'all. So please inbox, DM, and do all that above. And thank you again for coming on. We really
Thank you.
appreciate you. And
You
I
have a
enjoyed
great
talking
night.
with you, Lucita. What'd you say?
I say you have a great night.
All right, you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Hmm. All right, ladies, y'all go and support her. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be back next week with another Nights with Nora, and I'll have another very special guest with me. So I ask you guys to please tune in and continue to support y'all. But what I want to tell y'all, what I want to remind y'all of, is that we got something really good coming up in the month of December. So I am going to do a vision board party for all my local ladies. If you guys live in Tulsa area or you're around the Tulsa area, I want y'all to come out to my vision board party. So ghetto. So I'm gonna grab my calendar off the wall, because I'm very, very serious. I always keep a good calendar around me, y'all. Like, I don't play about my schedule and about my calendar. But anyway, so I decided, y'all, in December, on the Saturday, December the 10th, I am definitely going to do a vision board party here in the city, because I really want to get ready for the year. I feel like 2023 is going to be one of our best years yet, and we need to be prepared. Okay. So I'm going to prepare you guys with all of the wisdom, the knowledge. We're going to be able to put together vision boards for us to go into the year 2023. Okay. And I want everybody to be ready and excited about that. So y'all, please come out. I got promos coming. I got stuff coming for that. But I really want y'all to be a part of the vision for 2023. I think that that's going to be the best year yet. I am serious, y'all. I feel like God is kicking down so many doors and opening up so many opportunities for us to grow in this season. And I think that this is going to really take us and catapult us to the very next level. So it'll be on my website. It'll be on my page. I got more information coming. And thank you guys so much for all your support for Girl Talk Inc. If you are a women-owned business and you want to highlight your business, and you have thought about getting your business out there, and you are a newbie or you've been in the game, whatever the case, please DM me or comment under this message, because I am looking for women-owned businesses to continue to interview for the rest of November. We're going to just take it on into November, because I want to hear from you women, and I know you're out there and in the community. So feel free to jump on, get in my DMs, get below this message, and inbox me, because I want to hear from women-owned businesses. Anyway, I love you ladies. Have a great night, and I'll see you next week right here for another Nights with Nora.